Hey guys, it's Dawn here. Just wanted to do a little update for the V13. It is going to be sent out. Our demo unit is being sent out to Chooch now. Marty's going to send that out. Um, I'm sure he'll be really glad to get it. We had our slotted time with it, and now it goes to Chooch. So that'll be great for him, and look for his videos on that. That should be very interesting. Um, I know he was really sad about not getting an Inmotion wheel or something like that, and he posted some stuff up, and I don't know what's going on with all that, but I wish him all the best, and he should be happy because there is no well, not that I'm aware of, no great drama going on with that. So yay, we all happy, we all good, right? Anyways, I haven't thoroughly enjoyed my time with the V13. It is an amazing wheel, and I know a lot of people are saying that they're surprised that I would like it so much because coming from Bugatti wheels, and yeah, I mean there is there is only good that can come from having more safety features. So that is all good stuff. Yes, there are a group of people out there that would prefer to have access to all of the power. And I do fall into that category, but I can also definitely see the desire and the pull towards a wheel that you cannot, that won't let you cut out on it, that will keep you safe, that's looking out for you and stuff like that, whether it's low battery, PWMs, speed, all that stuff, it's looking out for you, and I can definitely appreciate that, and I know that a lot of people are looking for that, and that is where the V13 really shines. One of the things that I'm not so thrilled about is how much electronics it has, but that's kind of an old school thing with me. I mean, I'm this way with appliances, with my motorcycles, with cars, and everything. The more electronics something has in it, the more difficult it is for me to like wrench on it, right? It's not a quick, easy thing that you can just take it apart, and it's very simple. If something goes wrong, you take it apart, you wrench on it, you fix it. With something with so much electronics, all of a sudden now there's like quirky little things that it does, weird little firmware issues, or like the thing with the battery not charging up to 100%. I've only ever seen it go up to 124 volts. It won't charge any further than that, but sometimes it states 100% at 124 volts. Sometimes it only charges to 98%, but it still says 90. It still says 124 volts, and it won't go any higher than 98%, which is kind of funky. Sometimes it throws out a little battery error on the display, and then you turn it off, or I turn it off, and then let it sit for a while, and then that error goes away. I don't know if it just needed to rebalance and stuff, and once I unplug it and let it sit for a while, it rebalances the cells, and then it's no longer thinking that it has been overcharged or what. And these are all things that has happened with charging with the stock charger that has been unaltered. So, funky things like that. And then on my range test, you guys saw where the display wasn't didn't turn on. Not only did the display not turn on, but it never had beeps either. When you turn it on and off, it will beep as it turns on and off. There was no beeps either, and it had reset its 37 miles an hour tilt back, which is actually 33 miles an hour GPS, but 37 miles an hour display tilt back. That came back, and all of the applied changes that I did in the app, nothing was getting through to the wheel. Like there was a huge disconnect and all that. So that was really weird, and the only way that I fixed that was by turning it off and setting the wheel on its face for like under 5 minutes, and then when it rebooted, then it was fine. But those quirky little software electronic type issues, those are like a little more complicated. That's not something that you can just wrench on and fix. That's something that they have to like do a firmware fix, or plug it in diagnostics and run all those, and it's all in the electronics, and that kind of stuff is harder to work on. So there is that, but there's a whole bunch of people that don't want to work on the wheels anyway. So Probably not a big deal. And they like having it being so user friendly and just, the computer's doing all of the thinking for you sort of thing. I made a video about the acceleration assist and the brake assist and all that. They have little options like that can help with the riding experience for a lot of people, and those options are great and something that other wheels don't quite offer. So that's really nice about the V13. The other thing is that my Masters and my Max, I can hold it at 50 miles an hour. But when I do, I am right on the upper limits of these wheels, right? And so I am burning a lot more battery. With my Max, I'm bouncing off of the beeps at 50 miles an hour. So I'm using it right at the upper RPMs. I know RPMs isn't the right word for these, but goes back to my experience and how I think in my brain. But you know what I mean. When you're running at the upper limits, you're burning a lot more battery with the Master and the Max. With the V13, because it has such a huge overhead, and yes, we don't have access to all of that overhead, but fact remains, it still has that overhead. And so since it has that overhead, holding 50 miles an hour is not a big deal for the V13. Therefore, it's not burning as much battery when you are at those upper limits that the wheel's giving you. It's like a fake limit, but still, it's not burning as much battery as with these guys. So therefore, at those type speeds, you are getting more range than with these guys. The range, the two biggest downfalls for the V13, downfalls I'd say, is the price and the range. Lots of people have said, if it had more range, I'd totally get it. And I totally agree with that. If it was not as expensive, I'd get it. Totally agree with that as well. But, as technology improves and all that, hopefully price will drop down and range will improve. So, but as it stands, I think that the V13 is a great wheel, and I had so much fun playing with it. And it took me a while to get back into the hang of riding my Master. But once I got back to riding my Master and stuff, I still love my Master so much. And it's still, the Bugatti wheels are still the right fit for me. If I was limited to a certain wheel. Anyways, so what's going on next is Marty has a Commander Pro right now. He's testing that, and hopefully I'll get to play with that one a little bit. So I'm looking forward to the Commander Pro. I had canceled my Sherman S pre-order because I never fell in love with the Sherman S. I've ridden different people's Sherman S's many different times and just never actually fell in love with it. All my other wheels, I fell in love with every single one of them immediately, including the V13. The only one I didn't fall in love with was the Master Pro, and I sold that in like a day of owning it. Because I didn't fall in love with it. So the Sherman S, I didn't fall in love with it. So I canceled that pre-order. And also not because it's a bad wheel in any way. And I may regret that. And like later on when I ride it some more, someone has one that's set up better and all that, I might fall in love with it. So I'm not totally discarding that possibility. But there are a lot of other 134 volt wheel options long range coming up, like the Commander Pro and my EX30 that is still on order, that I'm hoping to get maybe end of February or March, something around there. So anyways, I still have those, and I'm kind of putting my hopes on the EX30 and stuff. So that's kind of why I was like, the Sherman S, maybe that one can go, or not come at all. So there you go. I am also doing my best to get better quality videos and stuff. I am not a serious YouTuber, but I do enjoy testing and writing and sharing what I find. I think I have a little different perspective, so I think that it's valuable what I share, and I should make better videos, and I shall try. Give me tips and pointers and let me know what I should get. I don't have a lot of money to spend on it, but help me out and I will do my best. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Thank you for your support. All of your support does help to make it so that I can make this stuff happen. Anyways, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.